Good evening, everybody. It's AFK here tonight on Loading Ready Run here on Twitch.tv. I almost said Loading Ready Live because that's the name of where the VODs go. If you're watching this on the VOD, it's Loading Ready Live. Anyway, I'm Beej. Joining me tonight is Dale.
Hi.
And Matt.
Woo.
And we're going to be playing a couple games tonight. The theme tonight is Games My Mother Sent Me. Because she plays a game and likes it, and then sometimes I end up with a copy of it. And so tonight we're going to start by playing Forbidden Island, which, as far as I can tell in the chat, a lot of you have played already, which we've already set up the board for. But also, if there's some time, and if I am so inclined, we're going to play Mexican Train Dominos, which is hard to make out on there, but you can see there are dominoes on here.
Yeah.
It's a very specific method of playing dominoes. But before we get rolling, let's talk about why we're here. Wormwood Gaming is one of our sponsors. Sponsors a lot of stuff in the channel. We're not going to use any of the dice tray rolling stuff tonight, but if you are thinking of buying some Wormwood stuff and you live in the US, you can use the code LRR for free shipping. And if you live anywhere else in the world, you can use the code LRRWorld and get $10 off shipping. That's Wormwood Gaming. The bones of trees.
And the skins of beasts.
I almost screwed it up. Because I was like, the bones of skins and the trees of beasts. And I was halfway through saying it and I said, the bones of trees. Right, that's right. Oh crap, I didn't screw it up this time.
Yeah, you really didn't.
It's kind of my thing that I do.
It was seamless.
Mm-hmm. Like you couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
Also, this is brought to you by you. Thank you to the many patrons we have on patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. If you are into what we throw down here at Loading Ready Run, you can go to patreon.com/loadingreadyrun and you can support us month to month. It is thanks to you that the lights stay on and the AC works in the middle of summer and that everyone can afford to buy food for their families. So we really appreciate that. Other ways you can support us here also include the YouTube memberships, because if you go to the Loading Ready Run YouTube channel, you can subscribe to that. You can join the YouTube membership, and I believe as somebody who joins, you get to suggest questions for the new monthly Askler segments that we're doing.
And you also get emotes for the YouTube comments, I believe.
Yeah, so fancy emotes. You get fancy emotes here on Twitch as well. We'll get to all the people who are subbing and giving bits later on when we're done playing the game. So let's play the game.
Let's play the game.
All right.
I've never played this before.
That's cool. I've never played it either. And I learned how to play it about 2 hours ago.
I didn't.
Well, here's the thing. This game, Forbidden Island, is by Matt Leacock. And Matt Leacock apparently makes a lot of cooperative games, including Pandemic. And so, if you like Pandemic, or at least familiar with Pandemic, you're familiar with how Forbidden Island works, because it's damn near the same game. It's like Pocket Pandemic. Very interesting way that it works. So let's have a shot of the board, because it is a board with a bunch of tiles and stuff on it. What you do is the object is to collect these 4 treasures, and you collect those 4 treasures by moving around the board and collecting treasure cards and keeping the island from sinking. And once you have enough treasure cards, you move to the spaces that have the treasures noted on them, and then you can discard a certain number of cards and you gain that treasure. And we're all working together. We're all trying to gather the 4 treasures and then get back to Fool's Landing so that we can play a helicopter card and get out of here.
Did we land there? Are we Team Fool?
I think the Fool's Landing is that it's like we would be foolish to land on here, maybe?
So we're Team Fool.
We're Team Fool.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
I mean, it's not called the island that you should all come and visit sometime.
So the way the game will proceed, though, is that as we're doing our things, we all have different roles, and we'll get into the roles in a second, is that as we're doing stuff, like we can move around on squares, we can also shore up a tile. We'll talk about that in a second. You can also give a treasure card to somebody else if you're on the same tile, and you can also capture a treasure, which is where you submit your 4 matching treasure cards when you're on the treasure tile to get the treasure. So shoring up, part of the way this game works is that you have a water meter. You have a flood meter. Okay. And the numbers on it denote how many cards you're going to flip over every time we flood. And we're going to flip over the flood deck to figure out what that is, and we'll do that in a second. And that will then match a tile. So you'll flip a tile over, let's say it was this one. I just screwed up the whole board there. That's why you have spaces in between them. So Dunes of Deception got flooded when we flipped over something in the flood deck. And if you do that again, if we flip over Dunes of Deception again while it's flooded, it'll actually disappear from the board. And then we lose that as a spot to be able to move through.
Were these tiles put out randomly, or is this the way that? Okay.
They were all put out randomly. I didn't know if when I was watching the video on how to do this, I didn't know if we had to actually put them out in a certain order to start with. But it's like, no, you just spread them out randomly, as long as they're all not flooded facing up. Then what will happen is that you basically spend a lot of time moving around or shoring stuff up. At the end of doing the actions is then when we draw the treasure cards, which are these guys over here, and they'll have a picture of one of the treasures on them, or they'll have sandbags, which we can use to shore up any tile we want to, or it'll have a helicopter on it, or it'll have the Waters Rise card, which is a lot like the Epidemic,
yeah.
where all the crap starts to happen.
But we don't want crap to happen.
We definitely don't want crap to happen.
Unless one of us is a traitor.
I hope not. I hope there isn't room for that in this game.
Betrayal on Forbidden Island.
Although it is worthwhile to note that unlike Pandemic, you don't do the thing where you like weave the epidemics or the water rising in.
So they might be all at the top.
Or they might all be at the bottom.
You might hit a bunch, yeah.
So that was kind of nice. It's a little bit simpler, but it does mean that we could just get flood after flood after flood and then die. And so we're just going to use the water meter as a means of tracking until we get to the point where we die. Because there's multiple ways we can die. If we flood enough times, we die. If one of us is on a tile that completely sinks and we have no other tile we can move to, we all lose the game.
Yep.
If both of the tiles that match a certain treasure disappear, like they get sunk off the board, then we can't get that treasure, therefore we lose the game because we weren't able to get that treasure.
Yep.
If we already have that treasure, it doesn't matter if we lose them or not. Because I don't think there is a mechanic in the game to lose a treasure once you've gained it.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't read anything about
I didn't see anything about that either.
And if the Fool's Landing floods out and dies and is gone, then we can't leave the island, therefore we lose.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways we can lose the game. And there's only one way to win, which is get all 4 treasures, get to Fool's Landing, play a helicopter lift, and leave the island.
It's great that I love treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into the treasure idea. Yeah. So we've already created how this looks. We have placed our treasures because it's like, just put them around the island, and we did. They're just arranged around the island, so you can all see how pretty they are. Then we divide the cards, which we've done. The island is going to start sinking, so we shuffled the flood deck, which I already did. And now we draw the top 6 cards one at a time and place them face up next. Yep, top 6 next to the draw pile.
Phantom Rock.
And where's Phantom Rock?
Right here.
So let's flood that.
Cliffs of Abandon.
Flood that.
Copper Gate.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a bad place for me to start. All right.
You can swim still, though.
That's true.
The Cave of Embers.
We lost our first treasure tile.
Crimson Forest.
Oof.
I want to use that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And finally, the Observatory.
Up here.
Okay, not
that
bad.
one's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care about that
If
one.
we lose that one, who gives a crap? At this point, we would pass out adventurer cards, and we thought it would just be fun to start with our adventurer cards in hand. I'm starting as the explorer. My abilities is that while anybody else can actually move in the cardinal directions, I can move in all 8 directions. So I can move on the diagonal. I can also shore up on the diagonal as well.
Yeah.
And now we've all put our pawns where we're supposed to start. We can start on a flooded tile, that's okay. And at this point, I believe we just hand out treasure deck cards. So we've thoroughly shuffled the treasure deck, which I have done already. And we deal 2 cards to each player.
Who are you playing, Matt?
I am playing the engineer.
What can they do?
My ability is to shore up 2 tiles for 1 action. Because I am not the explorer, it has to be, I believe, a tile I'm on or a tile in the cardinal direction.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
And I'm the diver, so I can travel on tiles that have completely sunk.
So like if that was gone.
I could swim through that space.
Yes.
Yeah. You can kind of bunny hop over it a bit.
Underwater.
Underwater.
Yeah.
Underwater bunny hop.
Yeah. Yeah. Swimming bunny.
So let's see here. You guys play your cards face up in front of you because we all have to know what everyone has. And if you start with a Water's Rise card,
Beach.
you get a replacement card and you get to shuffle that back into the deck.
Oh, good.
So grab 2 cards and shuffle those back into the deck. I swore I
Yes.
shuffled that better. Whoa.
Okay.
So good shuffle now.
Yeah.
What I have is fire and fire. I love fire.
Can somebody else shuffle these? Because
I'll do a
apparently
table shuffle.
I would appreciate that because I'm not. I actually divided it up into 4 piles and then I shuffled the piles and that still
Piles
didn't.
shuffle,
Yeah.
We have now illustrated why pile shuffling is not necessarily a great idea.
No, weird, right?
Now, we have 3 of the 4 fire treasure cards.
Yeah.
So if I was given Aegis, and if we drew another one that I somehow got, I could just go to the Cave of Embers, probably shore it up, go there, and get the fire thing right
Or
away.
the Cave of Shadows is down at the bottom there.
Cave of Shadows at the bottom as well.
Yeah. You're of course starting over here, which is a bit of a walk for you, but
Yeah.
but yeah, we can. I believe when we pass cards, you can give a treasure card when you're on the same tile. You can't give multiple treasure cards unless you use that as multiple actions. So it seems to, because I'm just seeing give a treasure card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe one of the characters has a special ability that allows them to do more about giving stuff. But
Yeah. Courier or something.
Yeah.
I think.
Also, we may look through both treasure and flood discard piles at any time during the game.
Cool.
So that
That's
helps
not
us.
hidden information.
Yeah, helps us keep track of what's going on. So the player who last visited an island goes first.
So who is the last person to travel here?
Me, I
Okay.
guess.
Go first.
When did you come back?
I came back, like a week ago.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it was you.
It was me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have 3 actions. I can move, shore up, give a treasure card, or capture a treasure. I cannot capture. I'm not with anyone, so I can't move. What is the thing to get the cards? Like more of these?
To get
End of
treasure
turn?
cards is wait until you're done all your actions.
Okay.
You declare that I'm done taking actions, and then you draw more treasure cards.
I have 3 moves,
Mm-hmm.
basically, at this point. I basically won.
or you could shore up.
Yeah, and it can be any adjacent or the one you're on, right? So you could.
But he can do 2
That's right.
orthogonal.
I'm going to move twice and then shore up.
Those
but
2.
I have a special thing I can do. I can shore up 2.
Yeah. Nice.
We don't really need those tiles, but they're there.
Well, they would block. Like if a place goes away, then you can't go through.
It
that
makes it
place.
harder to get to like
Unless
other
you're down.
things.
Yeah. That's my turn, so I draw.
Yeah. If you're done, you draw 2 treasure cards,
All right, one at a time.
and you discard down to 5.
So
Hey.
I have an instant sandbags. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay, I love fire.
All right.
I feel like putting sandbags around a cliff wouldn't really be that effective.
Yeah, around a lagoon.
And so, if you draw on your 2, and none of them were Water's Rise cards, now we draw the flood cards.
So 2 of them?
Yes, because we're currently on 2.
All right. Am I drawing everybody's flood cards because they're in front of me?
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
You have the power.
I am flooding the Gold Gate.
Gold Gate.
And then I am flooding the Temple of the Sun.
Ew, that's the Earth. One of the Earth temples. I might want to work my way up there, actually. I'll probably do that my next turn.
Yeah, because I think I'm going to come to you, but we'll obviously it is.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
All right. So, my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to get rid of this guy.
Shore it up. Yeah. So that's one of your actions.
2, 3.
Ah.
All right. So I don't have to worry about that quite as immediately.
And then, may I please have 2 Trezor cards, one at a time, which is,
Ooh.
A lion statue.
yes.
Good start. Oh, so I got to get you this.
Then towards Earth now as well.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And then we do 2 waters.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm flooding the Lost Lagoon,
Right up here.
Lagoon.
and I'm flooding the Tidal Palace.
Right here.
Uh-oh. We
dear.
want that one around still.
Well, Coral Palace would also be. Yeah.
So am I right in thinking that you can move to him and give him a thing this turn?
Yeah, because I can move. I move once, it's one action. I would move again, that's 2 actions. And then on my 3rd action, I can hand him that.
All right.
Okay.
And it's just a one-way?
I believe, I don't think it's trade. I think it says give, but let's have a
Not
look.
take?
Give a treasure card.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 5 cards, and that's fine.
True. So then that means I've moved, I've done my 3 actions, I draw my 2 treasure cards. So let's do that. I draw one of those.
Oh, so
Okay.
we each have 2.
So that'll be interesting.
Maybe I should give them to you because I've got. Anyway, we can figure that out later.
Yeah, yeah. And then a second one. Oh, and I've got the chalice.
Okay.
And let's flood.
Let's flood.
Let's flood out.
Fool's Landing.
That's no good.
This can only be good.
Uh-oh.
And the Dunes of Deception.
Right in the middle.
You guys have an underwater helicopter, right?
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
God.
Technically, we can leave with it flooded, too.
Yeah.
It's just if it's gone, we
Yeah.
can't.
It's just the pad is starting to get water on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the desert being flooded might be like positive.
Yeah.
Well, they're dunes
Well-
of deception. Like, is it really dry? No.
Also, it's
not.
it's an island, so I'm assuming it's probably most likely it's in like an ocean, which means
Mm.
it's all salt water. So if you flood a desert, you're going to fill it with salt water.
It'll be like, yeah.
Nothing will ever grow there twice.
Well, it's just like the Dead Sea.
Yeah, at that
basically.
point.
Yeah.
So I
that'll-
don't think you can get a treasure this turn.
Yeah, you can't
One,
move
two,
to the location.
I cannot. I can.
Yeah, you're exactly between the two.
So your sandbags don't count as an action, which is nice.
Yeah, it is extra bonus, and I like extra bonus. I am, at the very least, going to move 1 up
Okay.
to get that tidal palace under control, maybe.
You could fix these 3 and then sandbag that
Yeah, if we really don't want to lose the.
because you're going to have to get rid of that sandbag card this turn,
Yeah.
probably.
I could sandbag Fool's Landing, move up 1 more, and flip these 2.
That's
So
true.
those
and
3 are good.
then we'd risk.
Dunes of Deception.
Yeah.
But that, like, you can just go over it.
Yeah, but we
That's
all
true.
need to eventually also get to Fool's Landing. So
But there's still lots of ways to get to
that's
it.
true. You know what? That is true.
Like, that's a non-essential one if we have these other ways around. And if I go up there, I'm ensuring we have that way around.
That's true. We would then still have both these ways around.
So you want me to do that?
I want you to do what you're comfortable with on this turn.
Well, I'm going to sandbag one way or another.
Okay.
And I guess I'll put that there. And
We
that
have to
one
save that.
will be fine.
Okay.
We're good on Fool's Landing.
Okay.
So that was 1 action. I have 2 more.
So you
You
moved one.
moved.
I moved 1.
So that's 2 actions now, right? Isn't it?
No, the
Sandbags
card.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So either way, I'm going to move up 1 more.
Okay.
So, yeah, like if I'm going to save these or this,
Yeah.
like that way, I think these 2 are more important. So I'll flip these.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be my short.
Okay. I mean, we may not hit a water's rise just yet, right?
Yeah.
Because the more concerning thing is about whether or not we have to shuffle these back into the deck.
Yeah. I have a little lion statue. And helicopter lift.
Hey.
Same 4, 15. I think what I'm going to do is hold on to the helicopter's lift so that we have one in hand for the end of the game.
There are 3 in the pack. There are 3 in the deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there are 5 of each of.
Yes, 5 each of the 4
Right.
treasures. Yeah.
So we can afford to lose 1.
I mean, because once we run out of this, we just shuffle the discard back into and keep going.
Right.
So-
if we're
Yeah, if we're confident we're going to get through the whole deck.
On the same tile. Actually, I could just use this now, couldn't I?
If you wanted to move people around, is that what that does? Does it just move anybody around?
Move 1 or more pawns on the same tile to any other tile.
So if you used it, you could just move yourself to like Cave of Embers or something right
If
away
I
if you
wanted to.
Or he could move one of us to the other so that I can give you these 2 cards.
Oh yeah, that would accelerate it.
On the same tile.
You could move him to me.
Oh, it's move one or more pawns on the same tile. It doesn't have to necessarily.
I think it has to be on the tile I'm on.
I'm just
right?
gonna look at. I'm gonna look at that.
Like if I were on a tile with you.
So okay, I thought you could just like move him to me. Okay,
don't
no,
think so.
just you do you.
They actually don't have an explanation as to whether it means people who are on the same tile or, yeah, it does not say.
I mean, it says on the same tile, but
Yeah, I'm assuming on your tile or versus on, like if we were both on the same tile, could you move us both at the same time to
But
another
only
place?
to him,
Sure.
because the card is all about him.
no. If I think it's on the tile that my character is on to any tile.
Okay, so you can't move either of us. You can, unless we're starting on the tile with you.
Okay, so there's a lot of people in the chat who also have opinions on this as well, but I don't have a FAQ in front of me, so unless somebody actually had a FAQ in front of them, I would want to go off what they have to say.
I mean,
And Paul would just tell us that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played this. I don't know how any of the cards work.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, it's like it would say your tile. I think if it had to be your tile.
So maybe it is
I think it's just
same.
move anybody to anywhere, but they have to. You can only have. They have to start on the same tile. Like any group that you're moving, you can move multiple people if they're all in the same tile.
Yeah, you couldn't grab
okay.
the 2 of us because we're not on the same tile, but you could move one of us to another person's tile.
So this is anyone, any tile. It could be multiple people, but they have to be on the same tile.
To start with, I believe, yeah.
Okay. Do either of you want to move anywhere?
If we were moved right now, like if
Because I can move there.
yeah, if you move there, it saves you an action next time because you get to basically just
Yeah.
toss your treasure cards out and immediately rather than having to walk over to it.
It's your card. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't think we need to be brought together just yet.
It's
Anywhere you guys want to go.
So if you bring one of us to the other, then I can give him 2. Otherwise, I'm moving 1, 2, and giving him 1 card. If you
So definitely should put us on the same space.
I can move you to him right now.
okay, sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it's just as fast to be there than it is to be.
So you're gonna move 1, 2, 3. And
Oh yeah.
then-
Yeah.
And if he brought you to here, it would still be 1, 2, 3.
That's right. Or a 1, 2, 3, or a 1, 2, 3. Wow, we were exactly
Yeah.
neat. Okay.
Flooding.
Yes. So we are flooding the Twilight Hollow.
Which is you were just there.
I was. And the Watchtower.
Watchtower.
Right there.
Watchtower.
Not so bad.
Now for Dale's turn.
And now for Dale's turn.
All right, I can walk diagonally. I only have tick tick.
Oh, so you can do this on your turn.
Yeah, I can.
Well, 1,
Okay,
2.
great.
And are
You've
you
got a
gonna
third one. Do you want to move somewhere else to be closer to somewhere else?
I
or-
was just gonna fix
say
this.
that?
Yeah.
Yep, good idea.
Oh, easy game.
Sandbags. That'll help the desert.
Treasure.
Please.
Yeah. No, you can just get them right there. Ooh, more fire.
Not secretly a bishop. I am secretly a king.
We're getting close to wind as well.
All right.
Oh, that's so good.
And now flooding.
And now the flooding. The Silver Gate
Silver Gate.
and the Cave of Shadows.
Cave of Shadows. That's kind of irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, especially if you get that next. So my turn. I move 1, 2 as an explorer. I can move diagonally, and then 3. I trade in.
Do those get discarded to the treasure discard pile?
They do,
I believe so, yeah.
which means that they're going to end up being crap that we don't need.
Right.
I mean, I think this is, yeah.
So let's put that at the top of the thing.
We got an orb.
Yeah, we have an orb now.
Powerful orb. And that's your turn, and you get treasure.
Oh right, I get treasure. Take 1 helicopter lift
Let's hold on to that one.
and another helicopter lift.
Let's hold
All
on to
right.
one of those.
Yes.
Because we've now had all 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're all, yeah,
Flooding.
flooding.
Cut to be suspended between 2 helicopters.
Oh no.
Just Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Howling Garden.
Howling Garden.
Oh dear.
And the Temple of the Moon.
Temple of the Moon.
Well, we don't care about the temples anymore.
But we do care about the garden.
Sure
We
do.
have another one down here as well, but
That's a long way away.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's the end of my turn.
It's your turn. My turn now. I will move 1. I will get treasure.
Oh, I guess it's supposed to be in front of me, so we know who has it.
Cool.
So we have
I mean, does it matter?
fire.
Because you
Glittery
can't
fire.
win unless all of you make it to the.
Yeah, exactly. We just know that I have it, so you have the fire. Awesome.
And because I only have 1 move left and I have a special ability, I'm going to shore up the Twilight Hollow and the Watchtower.
Nice.
And now I get treasure, a goblet,
Okay.
and sandbags.
Oh, nice.
And flooding.
Yes.
We're pretty much through the entire thing.
Yeah, this is great. We shall flood the Bronze Gate,
Runs gate.
and we shall flood the Misty Marsh.
All right.
All right, not so hurt by any of those decisions.
So the stuff we need to protect is one garden and sort of this. So if we restrict ourselves to like these 2 channels, we should be okay, right?
Yeah, because we still need to. We can always end up here, and we should definitely try to we should try to keep that.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need this.
Yeah. Because there's no way we can get. Because there isn't an easy way for you to. Oh, play at any time does not count as an action. I can. This is your turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is give though. You can't. Like I could have you give him 2 of your cards.
I think you have to
but I
use
don't
the
see
helicopter lift on your turn.
No, play at any time does not count as an action.
Oh, okay.
So do that anytime we want. So I could move you guys together so you could share your gold cards, but it doesn't make any sense to do that right now, I don't think.
If you really, really, really were worried, you can move me to the Iron Gate, and I could sandbag the Howling Garden right
Couldn't
now.
you do that from... Why would he have to move you? Couldn't you do it from there?
From where
Is
he
this
is.
not like adjacent ones?
Oh, it only...
It doesn't say
it
that.
says any one
it says,
tile.
No, he says it has to be adjacent.
Does
No, it doesn't say that, but it seems a bit powerful to just have it be any tile, right?
So it's your card. We'll do it your way.
I feel like the point of it is it says any one tile. It doesn't say anything about any adjacent tile to where you're standing. So I would say it's any one tile on the island.
I think that the Howling Garden is shored up right now.
Great.
Okay. So
So I don't need to move anybody. I guess it's just
it's just my turn.
play passes to you. Yeah.
All right.
Chad agrees that it's any tile.
Good.
So who's going for what? I guess I'm probably going for the Griffins.
I think so. That
All
would
right.
make
Yeah,
sense to
you
me.
could move towards the Griffins, and next turn I'll move and probably give you
Sure.
a Griffin. If you want to give me your Chalice, because I have one, and
then
then
I have to
Beach,
give you my chalice as well.
or somehow we'll get them to one of the 2 of us.
Okay. If you helicopter me to him, I'll give him a chalice now.
So move you to here.
Right. I'm not saying do it. I'm.
Right,
I'm.
but if
I'm
I did
this
do
is-
that-
th- we're strategizing.
Speaking
Yeah.
theoretically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alternately, I could move 2. You could move him. I could give him 1. Would that be better?
I mean, given the number of, actions.
Maybe I just move to here. Maybe I just walk. 1, 2, 3.
If you do that, then on his turn, he could give you. Maybe it is better just to burn this so that I fly you there. Then you give him the chalice, so he's got that, and then I can walk over and give him a chalice as well. Like we don't know what your next 2 treasure cards are going to be either.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can get rid of the fire card there. Like,
Right.
That's just chaff.
Yeah.
So.
So, if you fly me there,
Yep. I'll do that. I fly you there.
all right. So, am I giving you the 2 Griffins or the chalice?
If
We're both kind of in the middle of both of them. Which
yes.
one do you want to do?
I think if you give him the chalice,
Yes.
and then he gives you the griffins, you can walk off to the griffins. But if you have any moves left, you can also shore up like the observatory if you wanted to.
All right.
Although that's not really.
Largely irrelevant, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
feel
you
like
could-
I've got these turns and I don't know how to use them.
Well,
so I started
Yeah.
here, and you had the helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the helicopter at that time.
But there's nowhere I could like I could go here and shore this, and then you could helicopter me, and I could give it to him. But I don't see.
There's no use for those.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no use for any of the things that are currently.
We've been very lucky with the floods.
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
we
you
are
got
down
those
on.
3 right at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, after drawing 3 in a row, you seem to have shuffled
did-
them all to the bottom.
They
Yeah.
didn't affect the board.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess then you're flying me to here, and I'm giving him the chalice.
Sure.
Thank
And
you. You
I'm
have 2
done.
moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not do this?
Why not?
You have 1 more?
I have 1 more move, but I
Which-
don't want to leave because you're going to give me a griffin.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
All right. I'm done.
Great.
Please have
Ooh.
2 treasures.
Here's 1
Woohoo! It's a chalice.
and another.
It's a griffin.
Oh, good.
Yes.
That's good news.
Now flooding.
Now flooding. Let's flood some places. We're going to flood the Whispering Garden
Ah.
and the Iron Gate.
Iron
we
Gate.
want the Iron Gate.
You'll need that. Well, even if you walk over there and you lose it, you can swim back.
Right.
Yep.
Good point.
There's
Okay,
one
I'm
person
done.
that can do that.
Yeah. All right. So then, stands to reason that I should walk over to here,
And give me the
Tip.
chalice.
give you a chalice.
And that's all 3
That's
of
3
your moves.
actions. So I'll take my 2 treasure cards.
Treasure.
Waters rise.
Uh-oh,
Move the
uh-oh,
water level
uh-oh.
up. 1 tick mark. So now we move up to here.
Oh no.
Shuffle the flood discard pile and place it on top of the flood draw pile. We only had 2 left.
That means that it starts concentrating what floods.
Yeah.
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 But we got pretty lucky.
We really did.
Yeah. That's the pandemic infect mechanic if you've seen that before.
This is very friendly Forbidden Island.
Yeah.
We're kind of playing it on less than legendarily expert mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, we even I think tried to play pandemic as cheaty as possible just to keep things safe for us, and we still couldn't.
Oh no.
So that was step
That was
2.
1.
That was step 2. Discard this card to the treasure discard pile. So that goes in there, and then I get my second one of these.
What is it?
It is a, it's a
Ooh,
griffin,
a griffin.
Cool.
which doesn't matter because I can't give it to anybody anyway. And now
right.
we flood.
Okay, so we
Okay.
will.
So unlike Pandemic, you don't actually flip any cards from the water rises?
No.
Okay, you just shuffle it.
Yeah.
So we are going to flood the Iron Gate.
So it's gone.
How exciting! And
Great.
the Temple of the Moon.
Temple of the Moon's gone.
Okay.
That so you can only get over there. This would be
From the Twilight Hollow.
Yeah, that perfectly isolated that one place.
Yeah. We have to keep the Twilight Hollow for you to get over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll probably shore that up.
Can Dale only cross one?
No, he can go as far as he needs to in one cardinal direction.
I could get from Fool's Landing to the Howling Garden if these 2 disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's flooding. All right, pass to you.
So number 1, I give you a statue.
Thank you.
Nice.
Number
I think
2,
I immediately discard this.
Yeah, immediately.
Is it immediately? Yeah.
immediately you discard it or you use it so that you don't discard it. I think.
Cool. I discarded it.
And I can't get a chalice from you. So I'm going to just shore this up so that we have it.
It was already shored up.
It's the bluest one there. Whoops. That's why I was worried about it. I guess I'll not move because you are going to give me your chalice, I assume, if you'd like to.
It would be
if you want
1,
to as a
2, 3.
So if I don't give you the chalice, I can go 1, 2, 3. Do we risk you drawing a chalice, or do I just give you the chalice?
I have 2 moves right now,
Uh-huh.
so I can move on to here.
Yes.
And then I am closer to where you're going if I don't get a chalice for you to give it to me. Because as a diver, you can just use 1 movement to get all
Right.
the way back, right?
So next turn, if I don't give you a chalice, I move 1, 2, cash in.
Yeah.
If I do give you a chalice, I can do it where you are now or from there. So yes, either stay where you are or there if you want me to give you a chalice next turn.
Yeah, it's a good point. You want to actually remove the temple and the iron gate from the flooding.
Oh yeah, these two have to come out
Oh,
as well. Sorry, I forgot about that. Those two have to come out of the discard when they get removed completely.
oh, I thought maybe they were free.
Yeah, no, that'd been great, eh?
It would have been.
I'm going to move to the Twilight Hollow so that I am closer, and so that Beej is closer to Fool's Landing, although
Okay.
it doesn't really matter. So that if we get everything, we're closer to getting there quickly. Otherwise, I have nothing to do this turn in
All right.
terms of actions. I will draw treasure.
Nice. Yes, that was exactly what I was hoping.
That's
A
so good.
chalice.
That's perfect.
And my 5th card, an orb that I don't care about.
The orb.
The orb.
Shall we flood?
I love flooding.
Woohoo! We're gonna flood the
Tidal Palace.
Tidal Palace,
That seems logical.
Let the
and
God.
we're going to flood the Misty Marsh.
Thank Christ.
It is gone. It is away.
So this card goes away.
Yeah.
Good news, the marsh is no longer misty.
Indeed.
Bad news.
It's Dale's turn.
It's my turn.
So how many Waters Rise cards have we seen so far? One. So I just want to say
The Tidal Palace is going to go.
the Tidal Palace we will lose immediately.
Where's the other one?
Coral Palace is right there.
Oh, good
So
that I moved.
yeah, make a play for that, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like, where is it? It's in the middle.
Yeah. So is that
Those are my 3 turns.
great?
I would like 2 treasures, please. Please don't give me a Waters Rising.
Well, guess what?
But I just asked. I'm gonna shuffle this 1 card,
Yeah, huh?
and I'm gonna put it here.
Great. And you
May I
can just have your next treasure?
May I please have another treasure?
Aha. So we do all of that again.
Except you don't reshuffle
Yeah,
the
we
thing.
definitely don't have to reshuffle it, but we do have to move us. Now we actually are on legendary.
Yes, back.
Cool.
I guess not put it back in this, right?
If you're reshuffling the discard pile, then yeah, you would.
Yeah, if you have to reshuffle the discard pile, this one has to go into the discard pile as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah.
Dale specifically requested you not to give him.
And then you gave him 2.
I didn't give him it. I bequeathed him it.
Oh, I misrequested. That's on me then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw 3 places to flood, 1 at a time.
Great.
Does he get a replacement treasure
No.
card? No.
No.
But really, I mean, the only thing we want out of there are sandbags and helicopters.
Yes, at this point, that's what we're looking for. Because we seem to have everything else. We have our chalices. You have that now.
Yeah.
So now we, draw 3 cards because the water level's gone up high enough that we're flooding for 3.
Okay, so the first card is Tidal Palace.
Tidal Palace. We have lost Tidal Palace.
And then it's the Temple of the Sun.
Temple of the
This one here
Sun.
floods.
Oop.
Okay.
And then
Don't be Fool's Landing.
it's the Twilight Hollow.
Twilight. Hello. Oh, the one I was worried about. But I'm fine. It's not gone.
Whoo. You need to get off of there. Well, I mean, you don't need to get off of there.
We're not in a dire situation here,
No.
really.
My turn.
It is.
Great.
What do you want to do?
So I need to move. So I'm going to.
You're just going to the landing, right?
I'm going 1, 2, and I'm there because I'm counting on Matt to be able to go to the Coral Palace.
You want to shore up something?
You could go 1 shore 2.
That's
Or 3.
true.
If you want to do.
I'll do that. I'm going to shore up Twilight Hollow. So I move to Dunes of Deception. I shore up Twilight Hollow, and I move to Fool's Landing.
What a team player.
And you've got the helicopter, right?
Yeah, I do have the helicopter, so I'm just waiting here. So the first one is another Griffin
Excellent.
I love griffins.
and another helicopter lift. Oh, we're set.
We are.
Yeah,
You're the helicopter band.
yeah,
Because, yeah.
yeah.
that's
I can
great.
just fly some people home if I need to.
Yep. Shall we flood?
Yes.
All right.
I don't see why not. You know?
Flood number 1. Crimson Forest.
Crimson Forest is gone.
Oh well.
Flood number 2. Fool's Landing.
Oh
Fool's
Jesus.
Landing.
Flood number 3.
If we lose Fool's Landing, we're
We
screwed,
lose.
right? Yeah.
The Silver Gate
Silver Gate.
is
He's
gone. Okie dokie.
This island doesn't want to exist. So my turn now.
It is.
One.
Yeah, this whole thing has gone sideways pretty quick here.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Downways, I guess, actually.
2.
2. I have a cup.
Woohoo!
A
guess they
fiery
go in there.
cup.
Okay.
And
Head toward the landing.
yeah. Boop.
Okay.
Job done. I get a helicopter lift
Nice. That's fantastic.
and fire.
I have a rules question.
Mm-hmm.
If you right this second use your helicopter lift, which can be done at any time, to move yourself to here,
Yep.
and you right this second use this helicopter lift to move me to there,
Yep.
and then you right this second use that helicopter lift for us to fly away.
We win.
Oh, that was my question.
So-
carry on.
So we win.
We win.
Yay! I love it.
Holy crap. I can't believe we got there.
Easy game for babies.
Yeah. This works a lot better than Pandemic. Holy crap.
Yeah, DM might do that.
Yeah. God, when I saw that come up, I was like, wait, yeah, that wins us the game. Oh, we're done. Cool. Well, then let's reshuffle. Shall we have another game?
Should we take a break while we reset?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. We will reset the board. We will randomize it all up again. And we'll see you guys in about 8 minutes. Sure. Minutes. Welcome back to AFK. It's Beej and Dale and Matt all playing games my mother sent me. In this case, we're still playing Forbidden Island. We've reshuffled, we've re-randomized, and we've decided that we're going to just start on Legendary this time.
Dale's idea.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I think that's fine. I think
Yeah.
we'll see exactly what it looks like when you lose a game of this.
We're all feeling very good about it. You know.
Typulsar points out the game designer wanted a version of Pandemic he could teach to his kids. That was his way of improving on his own game outside the expansions. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
It's
Nice intro.
you're either a novice or you're legendary.
I like this idea of the game designer wanted a version of Pandemic to teach to their kids. So they made and then developed and then marketed and sold a game that they could make their kids buy.
I mean,
I guess.
They did a capitalism.
Yeah.
Like,
Not bad.
yeah.
I do think Pandemic for kids would be hilarious.
I think that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally actually want to work that out in my brain, though. What? Anyway, let's. Shall we start again, Matt? Do you want to start again since you were the earliest back to the island? Soon, the last person to visit an island, which is this
How
island.
slavishly shall we obey the rules? I think it's you.
I mean, but like,
We can roll for it.
yeah.
All right. Who's got a
It
dice?
feels a bit rude for me to start every time. Oh, those are the unusual dice, aren't
Yes.
they?
Here.
I have a D6. I got a 5.
Here. Let's roll that.
I got a 5.
You rolled a 5.
Call it.
Highest number goes first.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 48.
14.
Guess Beach goes
Guess
first.
I go first.
That seemed like a perfectly fair way.
Yep. Yep. Like this game, perfectly fair.
Okay. So we all start with 2 treasures in hand at least.
We should.
Oh, did we bump the table?
Perhaps we did. Can you just shift it?
Like that?
do we flood first or do we treasure first?
Oh, right. The island starts to sink. We flood first.
All right.
Then you're supposed to pick your adventurers, but it's fine.
I mean,
We
Cave
didn't-
of
we didn't
Embers.
pick our
Yeah.
people.
Cave of Embers. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good.
Crimson Forest.
Up here?
Doesn't like red stuff.
Yeah.
Coral Palace.
Coral Palace.
Temple of the Moon.
Temple of the Moon.
Whoa, wow.
Number 5 is the Observatory.
Observatory.
And number 6 is the Watchtower.
Just right here.
Tower.
I like how they have like double analogs for stuff like Watchtower and Observatory, and like I like that the fact that the Tidal Palace and the Crimson Palace are the Coral Palace. They're both the palaces are like where the water is done.
And everyone except for the pilot starts at a gate.
Yeah, that's cool
Yep.
too.
I don't know what they're gates to, but clearly we're peeking through them.
Yeah, that's real neat.
Yeah. So what are your characters now? What is your abilities?
I am the messenger, which means I can give treasure cards to a player anywhere on the island for 1 action per card.
Yes. Beej is Hermes, the
Yeah.
giver of fire, or to Prometheus or something? I don't know.
Did Hermes
whatever.
give the fire to Prometheus?
I think Prometheus stole the fire, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Anyway, I'm a pilot, so I can fly. Once per turn, fly to any tile on the island for 1 action. So we have to go back to Fool's Landing because that's where the helicopter is, but I'm flying something. Don't worry about it. Anywhere around
You
here.
fly any tile. Like I fly to no.
You have a jetpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the navigator. And the thing about being the navigator is that there's no navigation to do on this island. But once we fly away from the island, I can just make us all die. So right now, I can bully anybody to do anything I want them to do. And they just gotta do it, or oh boy, did that navigation go wrong? So I can move another player up to 2 tiles for 1 action.
That's
Or
really
else.
It's very powerful, and I love the flavor.
Oh, you get to move them 2 tiles. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
Oh, it might just be worthwhile just letting you move us.
Yeah.
So basically, you are just sitting there and you're moving us around.
Except I feel like I gotta get to the landing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So does this have the same prerequisite that you have to ask permission to move the other person's pawn first?
It does not say that.
doesn't
does it?
say that, no.
No, just take it.
Yeah.
We have now we handed our treasure cards.
1 for you.
Merci.
1 for you.
Arigato.
1 for me.
Oh,
1 for you.
Grazie.
1 for you.
Dankeschön.
And 1
Oh.
for me.
I'm gonna need a replacement for that.
All right. There you go. And we put this back
Shuffle.
in immediately?
Yeah, immediately it has to go back in. We've got a
cuts.
Baker's sampler,
Yeah. And helicopter.
And a helicopter.
which is nice. What a great way to start. And I guess I get to start.
You do.
So
Because of some perfectly fair dice rolling.
yeah, I think that
You might want to shore up some of the flips.
I would probably go 1, 2, 3.
Thanks. I guess I'm going to focus on cups then.
Yeah, I'm just making you do that now.
Yeah.
And I'll take my 2 cards.
That's 1 for you.
Sandbags.
And do you want to use it right now?
No, because we haven't flooded yet. So, or I'm going to think about flooding. I'm going to think about flooding.
I will probably give this to you,
Oh, that makes
At the
sense.
start of my
Because then I can
next
move to
turn.
the Temple of the Moon.
the orb.
Yeah.
Flooding.
How badly do we want to save one of these? We don't have to. We haven't hit a Waters Rise. That's
Yep,
going to like.
those haven't cycled back in yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we got a Waters Rise right this second, I would say sandbag this immediately.
Yeah. Because this one's also right next to Fool's Landing. Like we have 3 that are right next to Fool's Landing.
True.
Then at that point, it's like the palaces are probably our hardest walk.
Yeah.
Because you have to use sandbags before you draw the flood card. But if you draw a Waters Rise, you can use it then.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so let's just flood. Sounds like that's
We're
what we're
doing
doing.
3.
Hooray.
Yeah.
All right.
Powerful.
Flood us for 3, Dale.
I will flood us for 3. The Lost Lagoon,
Right down there.
Fool's Landing,
Fools. Whoop. Landing. Whoop.
and Twilight Hollow.
Which is right here.
The blue card.
So you can fly anywhere, or you can fly anyone anywhere.
I can fly myself
Okay.
anywhere. For 1 action.
Got it.
That's my turn. Matt.
All right, number 1. Yeah, I guess I'm doing that. 1 is this giving that to you.
Makes sense.
2 is flipping Fool's Landing.
All right. Yeah.
And then I'm going to move away from Fool's Landing.
But you can fly anywhere you want. And where would that be?
I am going to fly to the Tidal Palace.
Makes sense.
And then next turn, hopefully, it won't be a problem. I'll flip Cave of Embers.
Or you can just fly home. Like we also still have that cave too.
Oh, yeah, that
right?
one's right there, too.
Yeah.
So
Please
I was
draw
worried
2
about it.
chalices.
Well,
Oh, damn!
Eh,
Well, okay, close enough.
yeah. And 3 floods, please.
All right, flood number 1, the Howling Garden.
Right here.
Flood number 2,
Good.
the Dunes of Deception.
Uh-oh.
Dune.
Flood number 3, the Iron Gate.
I run the game.
Right there.
They don't like that area.
No.
Don't.
And it is your turn.
It is.
What do you want to do?
I was just pondering that.
You look like you're the primo fire guy.
I mean, because I have 1 fire.
Yeah,
That's more than the
Yeah.
rest of us can say.
you're ahead.
All right. I could go 1, 2, and flip.
Mm-hmm.
I could helicopter to here, flip these 2, and move to Fool's Landing. I could...
Can you? Oh, yeah.
I could move one of you, but I don't know that that's useful.
We aren't in places, I think, where we need to get moved to or from.
Right.
Like, if I had 4 chalices right now and I wasn't on Title Palace,
Yeah.
that would be an idea.
Like where I'm sitting right now is not bad because if I need to shore something up, I can do it in any cardinal direction.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm fine.
So maybe I'll just move to Howling Garden and shore it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Why use the helicopter card right at the beginning if you're, like... Oh, yeah. If you don't have to, right? Because there's only 3.
Right. But, you know, if I... But as we're talking through the options, I can say, oh, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes to everything you just said.
And
All right.
yes to everything you said.
May I please have 2 treasures?
Hopefully they're treasures. Here you go.
I got fire.
You're the
Yes.
fire guy.
And I got a griffin.
Ooh.
I like Matt, the guy who is just flying around in a helicopter by himself all the time.
Yes.
It's like, hey, we gotta conserve the helicopters, guys. Be careful.
Yeah. I'm the one who rations them out.
I'm going to flood 3 places.
All right. What's it look like?
It looks like a bronze gate,
Okay, that's not so terrible.
and it looks like Breaker's Bridge.
Breaker's Bridge.
Breaker's Bridge, and it looks like a silver gate.
Oh, that's where I
okay.
started.
Oh, well. It's underwater now.
Okely-dokely.
Passes to me.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I know, right? How? So, I could pass you this right now.
You'd have to move. Oh, because you're.
Because I'm a messenger, yeah.
Okay,
So
sure,
one
thank
action
you.
per card. So that gives you that.
Then I have 2 air and 2 fire. Now I'm
Oh,
going to
that
have
maybe
to
puts you in a-
discard.
yeah, that's a bad idea
Yeah.
when you start ending up with more.
I would maybe, like, move there and shore up both of those so that we have options for movement. Because I can move anywhere, but you guys can't.
Do you have a better idea?
I'm just, well, because I'm thinking, like, the way it seems right now, if you have the chalices and you're at Tidal Palace, we're not going to sink Tidal Palace, like, immediately. And if we do, you could fly to Coral Palace and be done with it. So, letting you, because you can just jump, is a lot, I think is a lot easier to just kind of let you handle that. I don't care if we lose Cave of Embers, and therefore I kind of also don't care if we lose anything. I don't care if we lose anything else except these 3, and keeping one of these around.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I don't even need to move.
You are kind of just waiting for more cards.
I am waiting for more cards, and I have 4 is the problem.
But there's no real point in not shoring these up if you have nothing else to do.
If
Yeah.
we lose it, it's out of the rotation, and that quickens the rotation.
Oh, that's
for the
true.
ones.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe then what I'll do, I'll move here. We'll shore that up. Let's actually not take them off the board, Beach, and then we'll shore up Bronze Gate.
You want them to be gone?
Yeah, not really. And
Treasure?
if I take 2, I'll put me at 6.
But you must take 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to take 2. So I should probably spend my sandbags right now.
If you want to.
And if we do that, then I should do that probably to the Cave of Embers.
I mean, there's no better place for it,
Either that, or I'm throwing out
Or
out something else.
right?
Or, I was gonna say,
We're still trying to collect those.
or I
Yeah.
pass this to you right now.
But you're out of actions.
Well, if I didn't
Oh, if you
shore
didn't
up
shore
both
up one of
things,
those.
if I just choose to shore up one of them,
But then I'm discarding it.
Yeah, Easy's already at
yeah, when your treasures come around again, you'd have to discard it. Yeah.
Sandbag cards aren't that like right now, are not that precious.
Fair enough. There's only 2 in the deck, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll just stick with what we're doing.
C,
Okay, yeah.
C, V,
Yep, I see.
and
And look at that, griffins. Maybe I'm the griffin collector.
I
That
might.
is a griffin, right? Lion
Yes.
head.
I'm Manticore, I think.
That's a manticore.
Doesn't Manticore have like a scorpion tail?
I think that's the one thing it's missing.
Oh, it's a winged
Actually-
lion.
Yeah.
Green lion. Actually, no. Yeah, that's a griffin. Duh.
Yeah, I guess Griffin would be like an eagle usually, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, with an eagle head and
It's
the
the
lion's body.
it's the statue of the wind.
Yeah.
It says right on here it's called the statue of the wind.
Lions are very wind-like. Flooding.
Let's flood.
All right, flood number 1. The Coppergate.
Copper.
Flood number 2. The Misty Marsh.
Right here.
And flood number 3 is the Gold Gate.
Gold Gate.
Yeah.
This is. We're
Straightforward.
flooding a lot faster this time.
It's fun being
It
the
is.
flood captain.
Destroy that island.
My turn?
Yes.
Yes. I'm waiting on.
Yeah, you kind of don't have anything to do.
Yeah, you need to get another chalice.
So I basically just want to shore up stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Because the nice thing is you can go wherever you want, and you can always just come back and do the chalice whenever,
Yeah.
whenever you want to.
Like you could fly to the Coral Palace and shore it up if you wanted to.
I'm not worried too much about it because I have the titles, so I'll just move 1 and shore up like these 2.
Okay.
Right. They're core. They're
They're part of the island, yeah.
part of the. We don't need these ones. That one's kind of irrelevant. You
I-
want the core area.
I love the flavor of the cliffs having a bridge that leads to the observatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of aesthetics here where I could see these places in Dark Souls or something, or I have seen these places really. I guess I'm going to take 1 treasure,
Mm-hmm.
an orb, and I am going to have to.
You can draw your next one before you do anything. You're allowed to have a big hand where you just have to get rid of something.
I guess I'll do that.
Ha!
Nice.
Chalice.
Got there.
Love it. We are still looking for the orbs. So
Yes.
But we've only seen, like, if you throw that one out, there's still 2 more in the deck.
Right.
we already have a helicopter lift, so I'm not too worried about moving myself back to the title palace.
With your helicopter? Sure, yeah. That
Unless-
makes sense. No,
unless-
I would say do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say unless you guys want to move anywhere in particular, but I guess you don't have anywhere
Don't need to.
too pressing. Flooding.
Unless we wanted to move him to you. No, that doesn't make any sense.
I can move both of you with that card right now if you wanted me to.
Right. I'm just thinking next turn you're getting rid of the chalices and then he needs to give you the orbs on his turn, but that's too soon. Like the order doesn't work.
Because I can put orbs in your hand, right?
Can you?
From anywhere. So yes, I can put my 2 orbs in your hand, Matt.
What a talent. Mm-hmm. From anywhere.
From anywhere.
Yeah.
Shall we flood then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I
All
live in
right.
fear.
It's like there was that enormous shaft on Monday. So we're flooding Phantom Rock
Phantom Rock.
That's good.
and the Tidal Palace
Oh. Well, I'm almost done there.
and the Cave of Shadows.
Cave of Shadows.
Yes.
And now it turns to Dale.
So I think
You could. Well, if you used a sandbag right now, he could give you one of the things.
Like we're on the same thing, you could hand me the griffin, right?
that's true.
Okay.
Would you like me to?
Yeah, in fact, if I use my sandbags to shore up the Tidal Palace,
Then you don't have to worry about it.
yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, if this is what you want, I'm going 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Good idea. Yep. And now we're all safe.
Great. I would like 2 perfectly safe treasures, please, Matt.
Well, there's no sandbags here.
Then be fire.
It's a winged lion,
I'll need that.
Okay. Okay.
and it's fire.
Hey!
Fire.
Yay.
And flooding.
Yes, let's flood.
We're down to the last 3.
These are the last 3 cards. the Cliffs of Abandon,
Right there.
Of abandoned.
the Whispering Garden,
Whispering Garden.
and the Temple of the Sun.
Temple of the Sun. And now they all rotate.
Yes.
So they are now at risk, even though we haven't done a flood.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, when you run out of that deck, it is definitely supposed to be shuffled.
That's good, because I'm shuffling it.
I know, right? I was just thinking that. I'm like, hang on a second. But yeah.
It is Beej's turn.
It is, but he's busy reading the rules, so I'm just going to keep shuffling.
Yes.
Because
I see nothing about
you need to have action on the screen.
that one way or another.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Anyway. Why didn't I just take my turn?
Yeah.
I got involved.
You're all killing time so that you can continue.
So this is tricky. I have 5 cards in hand. I need to get cards into other people's hands.
Yes,
Yes.
but all of other people's hands are full.
Yeah, exactly. And we can't.
Well, you don't have to accept the cards that you draw.
That's true. I could just throw
You can
them out.
discard them.
Yeah.
And you might get that flooded thing. That, like,
Just
we haven't
get a
done
Water's
yet.
Rise, I'll just throw it out and be like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it isn't trade, it's only give. So I'm going to just stay where I am. And I'm going to shore up Coppergate because I might as well.
Cool.
That's one. You could go one over and get another one so that it's not going to be lost in the rotation.
That's fair.
Because the more we save,
Yeah.
Right.
the longer the rotation is.
Yeah. So move over to Cliffs of Abandon.
If you did that from Bronze Gate, like I feel like this is the corridor we're preserving.
Oh,
Like,
that makes sense.
oh, I meant keep
Then we
those
just-
two that you had flipped. I
Yeah.
just meant
But just move there instead of there.
end up here instead of ending up here. But do exactly what you did.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be playing your turn.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, it's pandemic leads to that too, right?
Yeah,
Where
it's
everyone's
the
like,
alpha
"Well,
gamer
I
problem.
thought of this thing, I thought of that thing." It's like, so what you're saying is that
You flip the
flip,
Copper
move
Gate,
on.
and then instead of moving to the Copper Gate, you move to the Bronze Gate, and then you do.
Oh, it makes so much more sense.
You love it.
It really does, actually. Yeah.
And
Keeps
now-
me in this area.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you've done everything, so flood out.
All right, let's flood out. Waters rise.
All right.
All right. So first thing we do is
This goes up.
move the water level mark up 1 tick.
Still at 3,
This is
but
fine.
getting a bit dangerous now.
Shuffle the flood discard pile to the top of the thing, which we did not, and then discard this pile to the treasure chest pile, the treasure discard pile, and I get my second treasure, which is
Flood out, please.
helicopter lift.
Okay. You can use it immediately.
To be honest, that was like the best time to have the flood.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. I feel like if I'm going to do anything, like I should just spend it now.
Either that or discard. Right.
You could.
You could move to mine, and at the start of my turn, I cash out. I give you. No, never mind. Sorry.
I mean, because you could, right? Like, if I move to you, then it's like if I get trapped there, then I get trapped there.
I can't take the orbs from you on my turn.
Yeah, you'd have to give me your orb then, and then it puts me with 6. So maybe
Maybe
what I
throwing
do is I use this,
Uh-huh.
and I just fly myself to back to the Howling Garden.
You could fly back to Dale so that on his turn, he gives you the 4th of those, and you have them, and we just
he-
throw
he-
out an
And
orb.
toss
Sure.
out one of those.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
faster too. Yeah. we
That
can
way
do
we're done a set. It's
Yeah.
better to have a done set.
Agreed. Okay, so
Good call.
those are my treasures. Please flood.
I shall flood.
But only the good ones.
Oh, well, they're all good.
Yeah. After
Twilight
fashion,
Hollow
we
Is
flood.
flipped.
and the Copper Gate Thank you,
Good
Beach.
thing. You
Whoa.
should fit.
Yeah.
and the Lost Lagoon.
Is gone forever.
All right.
It's lost now. The lagoon is lost.
It's just part of the ocean.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okie
Ooh,
dokie.
my turn now. I'm going to get a treasure. I
Yay!
love
Alright.
treasure.
I'm in favor of treasure.
Ooh, this seems familiar.
The ocean's chalice.
Mm-hmm. I guess I should move towards. I
You
will
don't need to be there
airlift
anymore, right? Yeah.
to there. That's 2 of my actions now, and I shore up Temple of the Sun so that we have
Lovely.
both of them.
Okay.
That is my turn. I get treasure,
Yay, treasure.
which means water's rising.
So I'm going to put the Copper Gate and Twilight Hollow on top of the deck
Sounds good.
in some order, and then I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
but only after
Oh, right. Yes.
I
get your
my
second one?
which is
Ah.
thing. So
Okay.
okay, now let's lose some land.
Let's lose Twilight Hollow and Copper Gate and
Bye.
the Cave of Embers.
Ooh, we still want that one.
We still want, but we are safe-ish.
We're safe.
Safe-ish, yeah.
All right.
I'm noticing a couple big holes in your island.
Yeah,
It's more of a donut now, kind of a
Yeah.
figure eight.
all that water like just kind of sloughed in through the cave.
We lost that lagoon, so now we kind of have a lagoon where it was.
Yeah.
Your island is kind of tipping a little bit into the water. I feel like just the right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is Dale's turn.
It is. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to be drawing 2 cards this turn.
Right.
You could give me.
That's
or
what I was
him.
thinking. Well, I could give it to him. We lose the Earth.
You could give it to me because I have space.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
And then I give you 2 of mine because I can just do that as the messenger. And then you get
Have
to go
4.
to you go to the Howling Gardens after that.
Okay.
So
if you want to.
I
if
want
you want
to.
to give
Yeah.
me your treasure.
I really want to give it to you. 1, 2,
3.
3.
Thank you. I think with your power, you would have been able to move me to you.
That's true. Would that have been better?
Oh, actually,
You get one more action,
That's true as well. And then I could use that to shore us up,
if you'd like.
like
There we
so.
are.
cool. Yeah.
We did it.
Yay.
Collaborative process.
We're still in the area.
Yes. I would like 2 treasures, please.
Lovely treasure for you. An
It's
orb.
Earth.
And maybe another orb? No.
Okie dokie.
We're losing the Cave of Embers.
We are losing the Cave of Embers.
Oh, and this goes up. We're up to 4 now.
Ooh,
We have
4.
4 more. What? 4 more draws of Waters Rise before we absolutely lose, no matter what we do.
So I'm shuffling the 1 card, and then we lose the Cave of Embers. And then I do 3 more,
Oh.
which will be the Cave of Shadows,
Uh-oh.
the Observatory,
That one's gone.
Lost that.
and Breaker's Bridge.
We lost that
That
too.
one's gone. That's why we want to maintain these. The rotation is getting pretty quick.
All right, the
Yeah.
Cave of Shadows is very dangerous.
We
Yeah.
cannot lose that.
Well, Beej, what do you want to do on your turn?
So on my turn, I shore up the Cave of Shadows, and I
Give
Give
him
me
2 air.
2.
I give you 2
Air?
of the air.
That's
It's 1 action per card. Well,
So
it doesn't
you're-
matter
you're
there
done.
anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm done.
You get more treasure.
Oh, great!
Yay!
Another orb. That's good.
That
It's
is
actually
good.
good, yeah. And fire?
And fire.
No.
The chalice.
And flooding.
Yes, please.
4. Let's flood floor. Let's flood 4 places.
Like
The Bronze Gate,
Bronze Gate.
Phantom Rock.
Phantom Rock is gone.
Phantom Rock is gone. The Crimson Forest.
Right
It
here,
is
it's
gone.
gone.
And finally, the Cliffs of Abandon.
Flips.
Okay. This island is breaking apart.
Aha.
Huh.
Turns out the engineer actually is like easy mode.
So on the plus side, the Waters Rise, we've played all 3 into there already. So we know that they're on the discards.
Did we draw 4?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure because we just upgraded. Oh,
I
air
counted
quotes
on my
upgraded.
fingers.
That was my turn,
Was that
right?
yours?
That was my turn because I drew the 2 cards, so it passes to you.
I love doing stuff to get treasure. So yes, I'm the blue one. I move 1 and I get a treasure.
Did you want to pass me your orb first?
I pass you orb.
Does that work out? If you pass me the orb, then you walk over there, then you get the treasure. That's
That's cool.
But
That's
I
workable?
won't be able to shore up the Bronze Gate.
That's true.
You can throw out your air guide.
yeah,
though.
I will do that.
Nice. And then I get a second treasure because I'm the treasure boy.
Good job, treasure boy.
Woo! And then I get more treasure.
One's gonna be fire.
Fire.
Nice.
Tell Surprise. And
The other
fire.
fire. Oh no.
About time.
And then I'm going to cycle these because we're empty.
Yes.
While
Shall
we
I
flood.
flood things?
If you want.
I want.
Ooh.
1 is Temple of the Moon.
Very destructive.
2 is Coral Palace.
All right, we lose the
One's
Coral Palace.
gone.
3, the Tidal Palace.
We don't need that anyway, but
4 is the Whispering Garden.
we lose that completely.
And we still. Oh no, we're just done with that one.
Yeah. So
Right.
we're in a weird state here.
So is my turn.
I cannot give you fire.
True.
Can I?
But you can give him fire.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
All right, treasure boy. Get back here.
Oh, yeah. That's one way to do it. Thank you. That's. Yeah, I guess that's your turn right
That's
there.
my turn.
Yeah.
So generous. Here's number 1
You're like
of
carrying
my.
the treasures. I'm not carrying treasures. Those look
We
being
send
awkward.
the pilot out with a helicopter to pick up all the treasures,
yeah,
right?
I mean, he said he's treasure boy. It's like, fine,
Yeah.
be treasure boy.
Please don't be a water's rise. Oh, yes.
Instead of water cup.
Yes. All right, let's flood some places.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, no.
Are you nervous, Speed?
I'm very nervous.
I don't know why.
Because if we lose this, I have to get all the way to here.
Oh no.
Well, we've got a helicopter.
That's true.
And a navigator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And a me.
It's going to be fine.
That's the worst that could happen.
It's going to be fine. You're right.
The Temple of the Sun.
Great.
Silver Gate.
Silvergate.
3 is Misty Marsh.
Mr.
yeah.
Marsh.
Wow.
And 4 is Fool's Landing.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
You go 1, cash
2,
out,
3.
flip,
Yeah.
because you can just move there.
That's true. If it sinks, I can just come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I 1, cash in.
An orb for Orb Man.
Hooray! I have the Earth Stone. And then I flip Fool's Landing,
Because we need them.
because we
Yeah.
definitely need Fool's Landing. And hand me 2 treasure cards. Maybe I'll get some.
Definitely treasure, and definitely treasure.
He was right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Why would I lie to you?
I don't know.
Now let's flood.
Why would you lie to me?
Let's flood. The Watchtower.
Is
You
gone.
lose the Watchtower.
The Gold Gate.
Gold gate is gone. I don't know what accent that
The
was.
Iron Gate.
I get this now, why this is that much more challenging. Wow.
And the Howling Garden.
Howling Garden. That is.
That's it.
We have all the. No, we don't have fire. Okay.
Yeah, you need to get fire.
Yes.
This has got a very like finger in the dam kind of feel to it right now.
Yeah.
We win on my turn, so all we have to do is survive Matt's turn.
Yes.
1, 2. I love fire.
Great.
And then I'm gonna fly myself.
Just like,
You could have shored something up before you moved.
I guess it's
I would not end on this tile though,
because you
because we all have to be on this tile.
I see what you're saying. I was thinking on my turn, I
Although
move
you-
you, I move him, we fly away.
yeah.
Do you want me to shore something up? I
Your
could
call.
do that.
Do that which seems right in your own eyes, Matt.
Because I really like to be safe in games and play very safe, you know.
I feel like shoring up is the safe
If you
move.
shore up the moon, move, and then cash in.
I'm shoring up the moon,
Yeah.
and then I'm over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
play RPGs.
You get treasures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I grind
Yeah.
until I'm in no danger from random encounters.
I mean, I literally meant you get treasures now because your turn is
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Handy, handy.
I'm using this immediately. There.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so we get 4. The first one is the Dunes of Deception.
We've lost. All right.
Yes.
And then cycle.
And now I shuffle.
This is a small island now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys should be pretty safe here because all the ones that you care about are
Right.
not flipped.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through the. We're gonna go through the motions.
Yeah. So we flood the Silver Gate and the
Bye.
Bronze Gate
Bye.
and the Cave of Shadows.
You're standing on.
Oh. A flooded cave.
And then it's my turn.
Okay.
Hey, treasure boy, get over here.
All right.
I did it.
Hermes. Pilot, do the thing.
We're gone.
Wow, what a good navigator.
We beat it on legendary.
You are now, I guess, officially legendary Forbidden Island players.
Yeah,
Novice to legendary.
that felt great.
Yeah, very successful.
So what do you guys think of the game? Let's start, Dale. What do you think of the game?
I think that describing it as a way to teach Pandemic to children is a really great description. I like the production value. I don't think that I will play it the way I have played an awful lot of Pandemic.
Right.
I'm already thinking, oh, if we had blank cards, we could be adding these kinds of things to the treasure deck. Hey, some fun ways to make it harder by adding things to and my brain is already like, okay, here's how to make it more complicated and more replayable. But that's not the point. The point is that, okay, you learn this, you master this, you understand this, great, now let's play Pandemic.
Yeah. This is a game you would play at Interactivity.
Yeah,
In town. A game board game cafe that we have in town.
Yeah, or with non-gaming people, like you were saying earlier, one of you. And, I could happily play this at a family reunion with people who don't play board games.
Yep.
I see this kind of thing as something that, especially because, the box is big.
And pretty.
The tin is very pretty, but it's also quite large for how much you actually need to carry. Because, the thing is quite big. Because it's about presentation and being seen on a shelf, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But if you were going out, you don't have to keep it in the tin. You could keep this game and probably another couple games in the same tin.
Yep.
And I like the idea of this being the kind of thing you could take to PAX or to somewhere else where you're going to run into people that you don't know.
Good travel.
Yeah, and you're like, I have this thing, I have a few games in here, we can play Forbidden Island. It's going to take about a half hour, it's very easy. And once you play it, you could probably then say to them, by the way, this works very similar to Pandemic if you never played it.
You know what is also a very good travel game? Dominoes.
They're hard to set up in your car while it's moving, but they definitely want to knock themselves over all the time.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
I'm really surprised with this. That I love that this is very straightforward and fast enough that you can get through it without feeling like you're completely overwhelmed by it. Like that was the thing about playing games like Munchkin, where you play the first game of Munchkin, you have a blast with all your friends, you're having a great time. You're like, oh, let's play Epic Munchkin. And at the end of those 2.5 hours, you want to kill everybody at the table. Because it's just, and not like in game. You want to do it outside the game because you just need it to end.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I guess the one thing I would think, I love all the art and the sort of world building you get from all the cool names for all the places.
Yeah.
It would be neat if there was some sort of effect of that,
Well, there are, as I learned earlier today, there are 2 sequels to this. There's Forbidden Desert, because I guess the idea is you leave the island and then you crash in the desert.
Yes.
And then after you leave the desert, there's Forbidden Sky. And I don't know what
is
the...
like space, maybe?
I'm just thinking of floating
I
island.
actually don't know what the sky idea is. Is it...
So in Forbidden Desert, so we've just left in our helicopter.
Right.
And I'm not going to say whose fault it is that the helicopter was very badly piloted. But it's somebody's fault that the helicopter is very badly piloted.
Yes, the navigator had nothing to do with that.
So that's Forbidden Island. That was great. And what we'll do is we'll take a quick break so that we can set up for, and this is very easy to set up for, so we won't be gone long for this. We're going to play double 12 Mexican Train Dominos. You'll see what that means when you come back, but it's Dominos, but it's got some rules that
You'll have to teach me.
yeah, I'll have to teach myself. It's been a while.
Okay.
See you in a few minutes. Back to AFK. I'm Beej.
I'm Dale.
I'm Matt.
And we're all going to play, we've all finished playing Forbidden Island, had a good time doing that, and the theme for tonight is games my mother sent me, and I actually have played Mexican Train way in the past. It's been a very long time since I played this, so I'm going to try to muddle my way through. It doesn't help that the rules that were included with the game are small print, very tiny, and there's 20 of them on here.
Travel size.
And they kind of don't do a good job of explaining all the intricacies of Mexican Train.
Well, that's because that's your grandma's job. Because
Yeah.
She's the one that you're going to be playing this with.
She knows it super well because she's playing it all the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Bed
been
and crib.
it's been at least a decade since I've done this.
Unfortunately, grandma is not actually included in the box for the Dominos.
No. So we will start play, and if you have played Dominoes before, if you've played like any sort of game that's designed where you play a piece so that you can try to go out, this is how this works. The object is to try to get rid of all your dominoes, but there are points where we're going to have to pick up dominoes, and we're basically making long trains of dominoes. So the way it starts, I'm going to go first, is that I pick my highest double that I have in hand because it means I get to play a piece right away, and I just happen to have the
7-7.
the 7-7, which means that now this station number is the 7th station, which means that as I'm also going first, I also have the option of continuing to build my train off of that number, off of the 7. However, I do not have a 7 in hand now that I look at it.
Any at all?
Any at all. And my choices at the beginning are that I can either play off my own train, which will be off the direction towards me. Likewise, Matt's will be towards Matt, and Dale's will be towards Dale's. Or there's also the cardinal marked Mexican train. It's hard to see the image on here, but you can also play off of that one. That's a group train that can be played off of by anybody. But because I have no 7s, I can't start, and so I have to pass the turn to Matt.
Okay. I have options.
I did screw him by basically putting down a 7-7, which means he has to have a 7 in hand as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were going to do that with any play, right?
Possibly.
I am going to play... I'm going to play this.
Nice.
And
it is your first turn, so you're allowed to play a continuing series.
yes.
I think we have to play directly towards us, though, I think is the issue. It's how I've seen it described in the thing. Because you watched a video on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, did they actually play off in different
They
directions?
crinkle.
Did they?
Yeah.
Really?
They crinkle to save space.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when I was taught it with a very large table. It was just like always play towards you.
Like when you were 5 years old and you're like, oh, I can't reach.
Yeah.
guess-
Grandma, help.
Topologically, it should be the same as long as you don't build off the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
A blank counts for any number?
Does it?
Or is it a blank has to be blank?
I don't know if it does.
I thought
I
it
think
was
a
just
blank
like,
is just blank. A blank is just 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm going off.
Yeah, you really are. Wow.
Wow.
And so part of Dominoes too is that when you play doubles, I think you have to keep going this way, don't you?
These also count. It branches.
Oh, does it?
I'm going to do a cheap step, actually. Sorry.
That's fine.
With that. And that is the end of my
I can't believe you had such a good run.
turn. Yes, that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Whatever video Matt watched about how to play this apparently worked.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched a grandma in real life. I mean, literally at my other job before this one. They love train dominoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I played this.
Good move. Good move.
Thank you. And then I played this.
Ooh.
I believe there's a rule where if you play a double, you have to play something else afterwards, otherwise you draw. Or
I believe that's the that's the one thing I think I didn't get to with the doubles thing. So when you play double, you must make another play on that double if you can, and if you can't, you draw a domino from the boneyard. If you can play that one, then you can, and if you can't play with that domino, then you mark your train.
Oh, that is really great to know.
Terribly relevant, isn't it?
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I did the
Yeah.
cheat step. But hey, you had to play, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can also do this. Is that right?
Yeah,
it-
it does fork.
Is it fork in 3 directions?
3, I believe.
Okay.
That from what I saw from the video.
Sure, and that's how we're going to play it then.
This is your set, but you know, I'll
Those-
tell you how to play.
Those
Yeah.
well-known Mexican three-headed trains.
It's a network.
All right. But I don't mark this. Is that correct?
You don't have to mark that.
But if I played this here, I would mark it.
Correct.
If you had nothing else to play.
I have nothing else to. I want to see the marking.
Sure.
First, you have to draw one.
Yeah, because you might be able to play the one you draw.
Oh, I can't.
If you can't, then you mark.
Then
Okay.
it's marked.
All right.
Now
So-
you're open.
So now my option is because I have nowhere to play on my own, and I can't obviously play off the cardinal because the cardinal's also marked as 7s. I would be screwed, except for the fact that because Dale has marked the branch of his train, that I can technically play off that mark.
So could I have played a 7 off of here?
You could have played a 7 off of the cardinal train if you wanted to.
In addition to everything I did?
I don't think so. I think once you've started on your train, you have to stay on your train.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Unless you
yeah.
cannot go.
And also, it's on when you start your train, you get to do that incredibly long series of moves.
Right.
But from now on, I think we're only allowed to play a single domino.
Got it.
Yep. Unless you play a double onto the end of something.
Yeah, then you have
Okay.
to play more.
Thank you.
Yeah, dominoes are handy to be able to play more than that. So it seems like if I have a legal play, I should play that play.
So I
Unless
gave
you
you
just don't wanna
a
play.
4 and a 12 and a 6 here.
Yeah, and I have also
But his isn't
yours
open.
isn't marked. That's right.
Yeah.
How do I close mine?
You play on it.
And because you've marked this, I think that I can only play on the marked leg.
No, I think it's the entire thing.
Is it the whole train?
I did not see anything about it being
Well,
part of a train.
it should be that if this is my line's open.
Your line's open?
Like
Okay.
from a lore perspective.
It's an agreeable line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the money. Like, yeah, go ahead. You can use my train line.
Absolutely. Well, then I'm going to play this.
Good play.
Now, I don't know if that takes the mark off, though.
No, it doesn't.
No. You has until when you play on the leg of your train, then it becomes a thing.
Now,
And I
guess
only get
this
to play
isn't your
one.
first
It's not my.
turn.
Well, it's not even my train.
yeah.
I haven't started my train yet, so I basically only get to play one, and I get to. That means I pass the turn, I think.
Do you get that mega play if you start your train
Late?
later on?
I think I do.
Nice.
Because it would be starting my train.
Cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
My turn now, I guess.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to play this. And this was the thing I was avoiding because I have nothing to follow it up with, but I'm going to draw, and I cannot play. So mine is now open. Same thing that happened to you.
Yes. But I can only do that 2-play thing if I have a double.
Now, yeah.
All right. Well, so my options are 4, 6, 7, 10, 12.
8
8.
as well.
Okay.
Now, Beej, what kanji is this? You know all the kanji, right?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I definitely do not.
Go ahead.
All right.
This does remind me a little bit of when you guys were playing Mahjong, where not just because it's tiles, but also it has that feeling of a game that
I'm gonna keep playing out in that direction.
has been adapted and played for so many years that they've sort of gradually added things.
Yeah.
I was going to play. Oh, well, we can play over here then.
Yeah. People want to use, apparently.
So if you're able to play on that, I think that means that you can pull your mark off.
Oh, yeah, my mark is off. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Once you play on it, you can pull your mark off of it.
Cool.
I just forgot that step.
Yeah, me too.
Your turn.
Um,
So nothing is open to Beej anymore.
You need a 7.
I need a 7.
Or a tile?
Just gonna double check that I didn't screw myself early and forget any 7s, but I did not, because they're all color coded, so that's very handy. I don't want that tile. I want this tile. That was a good draw, Beej.
Are you proud of yourself for that draw?
Not really, no.
Should have taken maths.
Yeah, probably should have. So when I cannot, yeah. it
It would mark your
that's
train,
right.
but you don't have a
I don't
train.
have a train, so it passes along.
Another
I also don't
time.
remember being very good at this game either.
It's
But I remember
luck.
playing it. Yeah, it really is a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
having the right tiles in hand.
Okay. Beach's turn.
I draw again.
Mm-hmm.
I start my train.
And are you gonna go Mega?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Let me just see here.
Pop off.
Hang on. And see, definitely going to be a lot of clicking for a little bit.
I thought we were AFK.
I should have really. In retrospect, I probably should have like figured all this stuff out while I was
That's what I was doing during your first 2 turns.
It
Yeah.
makes
Made
so
my
much
big-
sense.
So how you been, man?
Good, having fun with friends and drinking water, hydrating. Drink your water, kids, even if you think it tastes kind of nasty. Like, I don't understand that, but some cities have bad water. So. But drink your water, it's important. Or tea. Some of you probably forgot your tea from 2 hours ago, but,
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I drink my tea. I make a whole bunch of water, then I forget about it. Then the next day I find out I made water.
Yeah. What about you, Dale?
Well, I've been trying to learn my music. So I have opera rehearsals starting soon. And this week I'm trying to get all my aftermaths done for Paranoia.
Ah.
And, I try to get them out on Thursdays, but my Wednesday evening is,
Bit busy right now?
yeah. And my Tuesday evening, I was out with some of my good friends. And I'm not entirely sure what we're allowed to say about that.
That you had fun.
Yes,
Right?
I had fun
Yeah.
All right.
You are out with your friends at an undisclosed location.
doing an undisclosed thing. Well, playtesting a future game release.
Uh-huh.
And doing crimes.
Yes, we did do crimes, didn't we? That was there.
I have to do that because I'm going to do that.
Ooh, spicy.
And I'm going to do that. And
Are you going to do that? Is that your next
I think
move?
that is all that I can at this point. There, I actually got some tiles into my hand.
Well done.
Good for me. Play passes to Matt.
I do that. Go on.
I do that.
Oh,
and
well.
We'll have, that is the Mexican one. We'll
All right, well,
mark it by
yeah,
that.
that's a good idea.
I mean, there's 3 of us here. It's not going to be hard to keep track of. But,
Right.
that is open for everyone
The only difference with that one is that anybody can play on it.
Correct.
And
at
that-
any point.
Is that what makes this Mexican train as opposed to regular train?
I think that the reason this is called Mexican Train is probably because the trains go all screwy all over the landscape and aren't very well designed like, good old American trains. I have a feeling there's some subtle racism built into the name of this game, but I can't be sure. It might just be that this was invented in Mexico.
Grandma would never do that.
I would hope not.
No.
Yeah,
Whose turn is it?
it's my turn.
Oh, okay.
I am analyzing the tiles in my hand. Analyzing.
You need a 3 or a 9 or a 2.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll do this.
Ooh. And that's your...
Nope. Oh yeah, this is my only move because you can only do one off a Mexican train. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks for me. Okay. I'm going to do that.
I'm gonna do. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That.
Oh wow.
You need a 3 or a 9.
Yeah, I do.
Actually, you didn't play off of your train.
That's true. Does that mean mine's open?
I think so, yeah.
Sure.
Because you have to.
You have to play off of yours, otherwise...
It opens up. Okay, so off mine.
It says that on your turn you can play off your own train on the Mexican train or off other players' marked trains. So that I think it is fine if you don't play off of your own train.
Right, but does it open up my train is the question.
I don't think it does. They're not clear about that.
Okay.
But I don't think it does. I think you can. I think the Mexican train is your option to be able to play something not on your own turn
Okay.
or not on your own train.
Then you need a 3 or a 9, Beach.
Okay. Well, here I play a 3. I'm going to do that.
Oh.
Let's try to keep that from getting in your way.
Yeah.
I'm going to play that.
Oh, we can do that then. Okay.
And the nice thing about this is you can easily move them around.
Mm-hmm.
Today.
All right.
Do you really only have one left?
Yeah.
Damn.
What was the tile that Beej scorned that you wanted him to take?
One of these.
You don't remember which one?
I think this one.
Okay, I bet it's a good one. I bet it's a good one. It's a great one. Oh, I'm going to play it here.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome. What you feeling, Beej?
I feel like probably just the simplest play that I got, which is just to do that. Pass to you.
Okay.
He's gone out.
I did it.
So scoring in this game, you win clearly, but it's scoring in this game is we take our remaining dominoes and we add up the pips on the dominoes to figure out what our
Oh, and
score
it's like
is.
golf, so the lowest number wins.
Yeah, essentially.
Or hearts or whatever.
Yeah, you play a certain number of games, or you play until somebody goes out.
I just went out.
Well, I mean, and I think until it's
Oh.
like somebody goes over a certain limit.
Probably
and it's like
100 or
yeah, you
something.
play like
I have 35.
I have. I didn't even bother to do my math. I have 10, 20, 30.
Matt wins.
Yeah. 42, 47,
Okay.
55.
Okay.
All right, I'm at 55.
We should thank some people.
Oh. Yeah,
Actually,
it
yeah,
is about
it's 7 o'clock. That's right. So I didn't make this clear at the beginning of the thing, but because it is PAX. Like I'm traveling to PAX tomorrow. You're traveling to PAX tomorrow.
You're having a lovely time
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm staying on the island.
Good for you. I will be getting on a boat, as will you. So we're gonna wrap it at 2 hours. And thank you everybody for showing up. It's kind of, I know it feels like we're like screaming to a halt, but the idea was to play some dominoes. I thought this might go on a little bit longer than it did, but Matt's just really good at dominoes apparently. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming to AFK tonight for this protracted session. I hope you enjoyed watching us play stuff. And we'd like to thank sponsors, obviously. Wormwood Gaming is always a big help to us here. We've got an ongoing relationship with them where when you buy stuff from them and you live in the US, you can use the code LRR for free shipping. And if you live anywhere else in the world, you can use the code LRRWorld and you get $10 off shipping. And that's Wormwood Gaming, from the bones of trees and the skins of beasts. And nothing located in the boneyard. If you are on our Patreon, thank you so much, because at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun is where you can go to support us month to month. That keeps the lights on and keeps us fed and pays rent and all the great things that we need to survive. You are a major part of that happening for us. Let's talk about what's coming up on the channel, Paul.
I think
Yeah.
Paul's coming up.
So yeah, as you may know, the bunch of the crew is going to be leaving for PAX, and a bunch of the crew is already away because of the Magic Fest Vegas. So things are going to be a little quiet around here, but don't worry, because I got your back. So we're going to be doing some Checkpoint Chill Point on Thursday. Come and hang out, and we'll talk about the video game news of the last week or so. And then I'm going to embark on Play It Forward for Thimbleweed Park. This is a game that I've been eyeing for a while. I've read really good things about it. It's a kind of throwback to old school LucasArts adventure games. In fact, it was Ron Gilbert was one of the co-designers of it, who did a bunch of the original LucasArts games. So I'm stoked about that, and nobody else is here, so I'm just gonna play it, for the next couple days.
Jesus. Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Hey, Paul should stream some more," and then there was like a monkey's paw, and it's like, "Have all the streams in the world." So on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It's going to be Play It Forward for Thimbleweed Park. Sunday, nothing going on. But then on Monday, going to be that again. From what I understand, that should probably do it for the game. It's not super long. But then on Monday afternoon, Monday evening, we have a very special Dice Friends.
Oh.
This is going to be while the rest of the crew is away. We have a pre-recorded Dice Friends with the something special called After the Flood Strand Lines. And it's a series of 4 one-on-one sessions that Cam did with the players from After the Flood that gives you a little backstory into their characters. And so I hope you'll really enjoy that. So that's going to be happening on Monday at 5 o'clock. So keep an eye on the schedule. And then after that, probably...
This is very ambitious of James.
Yeah, James texted me and was like, hey, I might be doing a Warcraft Classic stream on Tuesday unless I'm not capable of doing that. Because he's coming in from PAX Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we're getting on the 7:30 a.m. Clipper, so we should be back in town by 10:30 a.m.
I love getting those early morning boats home.
I've never taken it before, so I hope it's good.
I love it.
I hope it's quiet.
And James was at Magic Fest Vegas as well. So he's been away for about 10 days. He's going to come back and go immediately into World of Warcraft Classic. Or at least that's what he pretends. That's what he promises he's going to do.
Yeah, you need to clap your hands and believe.
And then we have back to our relatively regular stream schedule once that's through.
I'm causing a havoc.
And speaking of stuff that's happening during PAX, there are a bunch of panels that we are involved in. Various members of Loading Ready Run are involved in at PAX. Of course, there will be a Loading Ready Run panel, but unfortunately that will not be streamed. There's only specific theaters that are streamed at PAX. Yeah. But some of them will be. On Friday at 9 p.m., there will be a late night dub fight. On Saturday at 6 o'clock, the panelists, it's going to be a live panelists. At 7:30, there's going to be the Jackbox PAX party, which will involve some of the crew.
Oh, good.
And then at 10 o'clock, the Improv Initiative Improvs Incredibly is the name of the panel.
Yep.
It was an improvised title.
Yeah, and that's going to have Graham, Ian, Ben, and myself, I believe. The 4 of us have committed to doing that, as well as, of course, Dan Emmons, who sets it up, and I think a couple other people will be showing up too, but I can't remember who it is exactly. So there's several of us, and I'm really excited to hear that our improv is being streamed. I'm glad it's going over so well.
And then... So, and any things that are streamed, we will be hosting here on the Loading Ready Run Twitch channel. So, if you want to watch it here and hang out in our chat during the things, you can do that. And somebody has said that apparently the Loading Ready Run panel will be streamed. It says on the PAX Twitch team page. I don't know. We'll double check that. Make sure we've got that right.
Yeah, there's only certain theaters that are set up to do streaming anyway, and I was pretty sure we were in a theater that wasn't streaming, but if that's changed, then that's changed. But you guys can look at the PAX schedule yourself and I'm sure follow along and figure it out.
And now, we want to thank all the wonderful people who have subscribed during this stream because you help us out in so many different ways, as we've already talked about. But in particular, people who subscribe during this stream are starting with
The Moat Man, 66 months. That's impressive.
And Fairgrim is a new subscriber. Welcome.
And welcome to Brozard for 9 months, an entire baby of welcome.
And Drake SD has been here for 17 months. Thank you.
Welcome back to Sense Amidst Madness, who's been here 34 months.
And welcome back to Wild Crusher 1 for 20 months. Thank you.
And a great big thank you to Rain86 for 29 months.
Welcome back, Atherist. It's your 3rd month.
Welcome for the first time, VM Kid for 57 months. It's your first 57th month.
And a big sinking island to CF Preston. Thank you for 29 months of subscribing.
TCat13 is back for their 23rd month. Welcome back.
And I hope you have a good day, Timer Quack, for 33 months.
Hey ho, it's Shadowbow 464. Been here for 3 years. Thank you.
Dang.
And D-Train, 67, here for 13 months. Thank you.
Catch the train.
Get on the train.
Yeah. Flail Squared for 34 months. That's almost a square number.
And B Killarney 18 is a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing.
Elevation 4000 Fit has been here 32 months. Welcome back.
Alex Grand Destroyer, 7 months of support. Thank you.
And merci beaucoup to Gour Guy for 2 months of subscription.
Sage Error returns for the 41st month. Welcome back.
And Nemaste, Cranston Snored for 21 months.
And, man, 53 months. Thank you for subscribing.
Siard 42 back on the 40th month. Welcome back, Siard.
And welcome back to Animated Disc for 26 months.
And it's your friend and mine, just me, Jude, 28 months. Thanks.
Welcome back to Mr. Third Party, who's been here 6 months.
And welcome back to Commander Crossing for 61 months of crossing over.
And Julia Mon, 64 months. I adore my 64.
And big thanks to the Maricat for a huge rush of gift subs, to Cerulean 7, Blood Rosh, Gamma 41,
Daxio Cloak, or Clock, Airsling 615, Smart Guy C 1089,
Exarchun, Lost in the Game, Semi-Tonal,
H Moonlight, and Lazy Commander. Thank you, Maricat, and welcome all of you.
And thank you for the 100 bits, type 1.
The
Bits,
the bits. All right, thank you so much for joining us on AFK tonight. Please have a good rest of the week with just Paul. And if you're going to PAX, we will see you at PAX. Have a great night.